Alright, people, so y'all see these dandelions and things. It's not playing, but that's alright. They haven't yet to seed yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let these go to work. If I can find a base. This one's so big you can't even hardly tell what's. Come on, don't break. That broke on me. Well, I didn't have all of it. Oh, there we go. Ooh, these some big ones, y'all. I clearly have gotten some dirt or something down my throat. And I wait till I get on camera. Be doing all this hacking. I was fine before I got on camera. Then all this hacking ensued. Alright, y'all, so y'all probably say, why in the world would she come on here to show us how to pull weeds? That's not really what I came on here for. But, oh Lord, something sounds angry. Oh, that's a bumblebee. Okay, he's not angry, he's just fat. There's a difference. Sometimes people don't know the difference between being angry and fat. Sometimes you're angry because you're fat. Trust me, I know. Anyway, so somebody asked me if I needed my grass mowed. I said, that's food. They was like, oh, you know, some people are special. Anyway, let's catch Felix in action. What are you doing, Felix? You surely not potting up anything. Felix, what are you doing? Talking that trash. So, I have been doing a little work today. And y'all see look how much weeds that is. That's a huge bundle. Y'all don't mind that Amazon box? I need to put that in the garbage. Anyway, y'all know y'all know this, y'all know. So you see I've been pulling weeds. Boom. So y'all know what that's finna be. Fertilizer. I got some death water around there right now that has some collars in it, and good Lord. Death water, that stuff. Ooh, it's a great fertilizer, but it smells horrible. Anyway, but this is what I want to talk to y'all about. Not about this limb that fell. So y'all see all the ivy. So y'all, I have been doing Project Clear in this yard, and I am determined to keep this clear because I have cleared it about twice, and then I didn't stay on it, and it grew back up. And I just cannot, y'all, because I actually want to take this space over here and maybe make this an entertaining type like setup at some point. So I need to keep this clear. But y'all can see all this. Look at this English ivy overtaking my neighbor's shed. But what I wanted to talk to y'all about was kind of like a herbicide. Not really a herbicide, but kind of that you could use. And if you did want to plant food later, you don't ruin your chances of planting food, because sometimes people use Roundup and stuff, and I wouldn't suggest you plant food in that spot for a long time, if ever, after you use some freaking Roundup, because you'll fool around and poison yourself. But I wanted to tell y'all about vinegar. I know I had talked about it a long time before. When I planted my bananas, I sprayed some vinegar on the weeds around them to try to kill them off. Now, I'll be honest, last year I didn't do such a good job. I sprayed and I didn't stay on top of it, and the stuff grew back. But this year, I'm not having it. This is what happens when you buy property from someone who is an alcoholic. You find that. I didn't want to pull this one out, but I saw it. Just let you know I let this grow up. Y'all know what kind of bottle that is. That's Taco Vodka all day long. I ain't got to see no label or know that. Anyway, that's, y'all don't understand. When I first got here, I dug up so many bottles. Not even dug up. They was just everywhere. But anyway, back to the herbicide. So the vinegar, if you get, I think it's like 15% vinegar, 20% vinegar, you can get it on Amazon. And if you spray your stuff, let me tell you now, do not spray this stuff once and you think that, oh, everything's gonna die. No, it does not work like Roundup. There's a reason why Roundup works like that and works so well. Is because of how much of a chemical it is and how strong of a chemical it is. But this is what the vinegar will do. Can y'all see them leaves starting to get burned? So I have applied this stuff within the past, let me see, my first application was like a week and a half ago. I did another application about 3 days ago, and I did another one today. So if y'all see wetness, that's what that is. There's more vinegar on there. But when you start seeing that browning like that, and you notice you'll see it in certain areas more than others, where you had a sun, it'll help you. You didn't help me spray nothing. Oh, you need an advance. Chris, why do you need an advance? You must don't need one that bad. Did you bring this Taco Vodka back here? Yeah, pineapples. It ain't none on there now. Be some on there later. Okay, well, mind the pineapples. All right. So, like I said, you see some more browning in there. I did try to spray a lot of this up here. I don't know how good it's gonna do, but as long as I keep this stuff out from on my side, I'm good. I got everything off my pear, all the English ivy. I have like about 6 pears on this tree this year. Keep in mind, if you let your trees fruit as heavily as I did last year, I think I collected anywhere from 30 to 40 pounds of pears. If you let them do like that, they will kind of biannually. They don't have enough energy to do that like that every year. Normally, I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule. But yeah. So I have like 6 pears on here, which is fine because I got enough pears. But you can see that's poison ivy right there. But you can see the spots coming on. You see all the different, like you can really kind of see some browning in here. Now some of that is dead leaves that fell, but you can start to see on the poison ivy the brown splotches and the holes that got ate in it. Y'all excuse me, I don't know. So I inhaled some dirt or something. I mean, soon as I said action, it just start cutting up. But yeah, back down in here, I've been spraying this whole little line. You can see a lot of this is dying. Y'all see all that discoloration. So the question of, can you use vinegar? Will it work? Yeah, it works. You don't spray enough to really wet the ground. You want to just wet the foliage. The way it works is, if y'all wonder what that white powder is, that's diatomaceous earth. I treated just about my whole yard. I sprinkled diatomaceous earth everywhere. And I know that somebody had mentioned something about diatomaceous earth killing earthworms. That's a lie. Diatomaceous earth is no longer, I shouldn't say it doesn't work. What I should say is diatomaceous earth only works on things that have an exoskeleton, like bugs. It will not work on things that don't have an exoskeleton. Earthworms do not have an exoskeleton. They're mush. They don't have any type of skeleton. So it does not work on them. You will not hurt earthworm populations like this. Earthworms are down where the soil is moist. Anybody that knows anything knows that when diatomaceous earth get wet, this won't even work on any bugs. Any bugs that's crawling around here on the ground, pests type bugs. And keep in mind, I did all this on the ground. Bees don't generally, I mean, you have some bees that have nests in the ground, but I don't have any bee nests over here. So this is not going to hurt the native bee population either. The native bee population around here generally makes hives in trees and stuff because we have plenty of trees. Native bees around here is not going to make no nests on the ground. So it's not gonna hurt them. But but yeah, you can treat your, if you sprinkle this throughout your whole yard in a span where you're not gonna get no rain. If you got a flea problem, if you got a tick problem, if you got a heavy ant problem, but ants are a little bit resistant, you're gonna have to put diatomaceous earth on them, and you have to disturb them. If you disturb them enough, you'll piss them off enough to where they're like, screw it, I don't even want to be here anymore. But yeah, so that's the diatomaceous. If you wonder what all this powder is on the ground, we had like a week, and I'm like, and I'll be honest, a lot of my neighbors have pets, and they don't try to keep their flea populations under control at all. I don't have any fleas in my yard. I mean, relatively, and I don't want to get it started. So I ain't got time for that. So every so often I do this. But yeah, back to the vinegar and the diatomaceous earth. My main concern is this poison ivy population. So I put my gem up, and all that pretty much over there, the vast majority of that is poison ivy. If you look here, that's poison ivy. That's poison ivy. You can see I've been spraying it. That's poison ivy. All of that, discoloration, that's poison ivy. And I'm not gonna walk down through there, but down through there, all of that's poison ivy. So, that's mainly what I'm trying to get rid of, and it does work, like I said, but it takes a little time. Once you see the leaves start browning, get encouraged and come apply it again. I have been applying it roughly 2 times a week. Today was my 3rd day applying it. So, let me see if I can show y'all another little spot maybe. I also been putting it on Virginia Creeper. You can see it's curling that up. I think I had some over here. It helps if you have sunlight shining on it, but if y'all know anything about poison ivy and English ivy, they actually grow well in low light conditions. They grow better with sunlight, but they grow well in low light conditions. Like, they don't need very much light. Also, I found I had muscadines in the yard. So I dug up a muscadine and I put it over here. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna make it or not. It's not looking very hopeful. I'll show y'all. But if it doesn't, it's okay. I know where there are some more muscadines, the exact same type, that I can go get some cuttings. It just hasn't bounced up. I dug it up yesterday. This is it here. I dug it up yesterday. It's at least still green, but it's all floppy. These leaves here, I know it's going to lose. I don't know about the leaves down at the bottom. I did get a nice little piece of root out of it. These are grapes that already had or whatever. So, but yeah, see all that Virginia Creeper? See how it just loves the shade. Just does fabulous in the shade, which sucks. But, yeah, so I just wanted to show y'all that, and I'm going to keep y'all updated because somebody really did ask about vinegar as a weed killer or herbicide type situation. And the reason I use that is because I wanted something that wouldn't hurt the cats, wouldn't hurt Iris, wouldn't hurt me, but also if I did decide to plant something on that ground, it wouldn't ruin it. Now I know what you're going to say, but vinegar is an acid. Isn't it going to make the ground acidic? Not really. I'm not using enough to, like, I'm just basically wetting the leaves. I'm not using so much that I'm wetting the ground, soaking into the ground. And if anybody knows anything about vinegar, it does evaporate. It evaporates a little faster than water. So it stays on the leaves, kind of evaporates, burns the leaves. But you're not doing it enough to really make the ground acidic. So that's the answer to that question, because I know I'm probably going to get that question. Y'all see how my pepper grass germinated? Nothing look good. Look at that over there. That green sorrel is looking good, baby. They said this stuff tastes like lemony. It does not taste like lemon. I'm going to tell y'all what it tastes like, at least mine. Now, keep in mind, your soil will change how things taste. Soil composition. It tastes like clover. If you've ever eaten clover, you know that clover is pretty tart. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the red stuff, you can tell it's got more nutrients in it. I don't necessarily care for the taste of it. I'm gonna eat it. I have gotten old enough and wise enough to know that just because you don't like the taste of something does not mean don't eat it. It means figure out a way to fix it to where you can like it. What is this? Child, I don't know what this is, but you can get off my fig. Whatever kind of little creature you making a home. You gonna make a home elsewhere. Anyway, fig's looking good. They still growing like crazy as usual. Nothing new with the figs. Figs are just, and I've been noticing different people have figs in their yards that I didn't notice. I took a walk today and noticed that one of my neighbors had a fig behind their tree, behind their house. I don't even think they know what it is. I don't like figs because it looks like they've been kind of hacking on that tree. But you can see a lot of my potatoes came up. I finally disturbed and poured diatomaceous earth and vinegar and everything else in these ants and finally got them to leave. But the ants did not. See, y'all don't trip on ants too much. They will do one thing for you. They will mine you the prettiest soil, and it be so fluffy. Make sure the ants ain't in there before you put your hand in there. You don't want to get ate up. But yeah, a lot of my potatoes are coming up, which I'm glad to see that. Uh-oh, let me not do that. But yeah, see how they mounded this dirt up? I need to, it's a couple of ants in there, not many. But I need to finish, getting that dirt together or whatever. Getting it out from around the base of that plant like that. But anyhow, I think that's pretty much it, y'all. Wanted to tell y'all about the weed killer. Wanted to tell y'all about the weed fertilizer. You could rip up English ivy and make fertilizer out of it. But I want that stuff gone. It's too invasive. Like when they talk about invasive stuff, grow some English ivy and tell me, have you contended with anything like that stuff? Because you can barely kill it. Like that's when something be real invasive. Like when people be talking about mint stuff, put some vinegar on some mint. That crap will dry up in 2 seconds because it's just such a tender plant. That English ivy is so tough. But y'all like my blueberry field or patch? Don't mind that oil bottle. That's empty. Anyway, but no commercials for Mobile One. Look at how pretty. And people around here growing flowers. People around here growing flowers that they can't eat. All these gonna turn into food. My favorite kind of flower. All of these were once flowers too. Look at all the food that came from the flowers. Look. Just look. Oh, just look. All the berries. Look all down the backside. All the berries. This is just one bush. Ooh, I can't wait till it get ready. I did see 2 over here. I think some birds or something had been pecking on. I told them cats, boy, y'all better get on it. Y'all getting demotions and your pay is going to decrease. They're talking about $15. They want $15 an hour. That's what they're talking about they want. Y'all ain't going to get 15 cents an hour. Y'all keep letting these birds and stuff get to my stuff. Anyway, all the mulberries, my little mulberries, they fell off. That was disappointing to me. My neighbor has a couple in his yard. I'm gonna try to steal them. He says the birds get them all. I don't know, but I'm gonna show y'all this and then go. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? The light is shrouding. Can y'all see it? There we go. That's a little better. Y'all see the gooseberries? There's 2 there. I got some more flowers. But yeah, gooseberries swelling up. There's another one. There's a couple. I'm excited. I should have some gooseberries. I still see more flowers opening. This is the bushiest this gooseberry has ever looked. And both of them actually have flowers. And I've been making sure that they get pollinated by me at the very least. I think I lost this pepper. I'm kind of giving up hope on it, but it's okay because it dropped. I don't know if this is a seed that came up or if that is a sucker. Like, is that coming up from the rootstock? I don't know, but I know that is a pepper. And I have never grown any other pepper in here except for Creola Cella. Okay, y'all ain't even seeing it. There it is. So even if it did die, which that could be coming from the roots because it's coming from close by where this is, but I know that is the same pepper though. So hopefully, well, I'll have a Creola Cella if that other one died. I think that ice was just too much for it. I didn't cover it up anyway. So I'm gonna show y'all my new bed right quick. This callaloo coming up in there is too thick. I gotta thin it. But I got squashes and okra. All that stuff is looking good. I'm gonna have seeds for all this soon. My watermelons, they're looking good, but we're only gonna get to like 60 degrees today, so it's kind of chilly. So the watermelons haven't quite just taken off yet, but they do look good though. They do look good. And the rice, you can see the little things that look like grass. That's rice. So the rice, I still have rice germinating. I have some that's already come up. Not nearly as many seeds as I planted of the rice has come up. So I'm thinking, give it a little bit more time. They're coming up kind of slow. But yeah, y'all, this video is 20 minutes. And I'm just kind of surveying and walking through, trying to see what's up. So here's my little green patch. Y'all see the tatsoi looking pretty? Once again, plant flowers for what? But Lord, they trying to flag somebody down. That person did not want to be flagged down. Oh, ate a strawberry this morning. It was delicious. Y'all see I got my beer down in there. I got a lot of slugs. And they still in the shell. That's how much they wanted that beer. But yeah, they didn't get my strawberries. They went right for the beer. So, yeah. But I'm going to let y'all go. Until next time. See you guys later.